Hi, Collective. I'm Ancient. And before I begin your messages, I had a couple of people reach out to me asking about have donate to my channel. There are links below in the description box, two options on how to donate to me if you would like. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I really appreciate all the generosity and support that's coming from you all. And now let's go ahead and begin the message. So I do have coming out the Ten of Swords. I have the Ten of Swords, the King of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Devil. Okay. You all know what I said about the devil. So the devil is that energy of fear. Um, so what I am getting here, something's over. Ten of Swords. A situation is over. Ending has happened. It could be over because you haven't reached back out to this person. There's no communication here. Could be with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or we have Capricorn energy showing up. If it's not a water sign, what it is that this person is in their feelings. They're beginning to feel. Does it make sense? It's like, okay, it's not just you two are not together anymore. It's I can feel it now. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel that this is real. We're not together. You're not going to call me. You're not going to reach out to me. There's no contact. So this person is in their emotions and they want to reach out to you. Page of Wands, they want to send you a message, but it's coupled with the devil. See, the devil is what keeps people bound, tied, and stuck. That's why I said it's not an energy to be excited about when it's in a reading. It always is read as an energy of obsession and addiction and all of that. But really, the devil creates boundaries within the person. It creates limited beliefs, limited movement, restriction. It stops you from acting out in the real nature of how you feel. So, say if you want to be with someone, but there's some sort of insecurity or you lack the ability to communicate fully how you feel to that person to get them to open up, the person ends up in the devil energy, meaning that they have some sort of past insecurity, perhaps due to relationships that didn't work out, childhood trauma, etc. So the devil is never positive when it's in a reading. It's not anything necessarily to be fearful of, but when you are reading it and it's showing up in a message relating to your person, that's a clear indication that they need healing. And the only way that the devil can be healed is through that transformative energy, which is the death card. That's the only card in the entire tarot that can transform that energy because it's about the self, it's about the ego, it's not about anybody else. And so, with the devil here, the Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords, what this person is experiencing is this inconsistency, this lack of commitment. Okay, because of fear. This person lacks committing to anything, to anyone and anything because of past traumas and relationships. With this Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords, as I stated, this person is having issues with their root chakra. They can't sit still. They can't stand still. If you notice, this person will be inconsistent with plans. One second they're like this, the next second they're like that. They're not just like that with you, they're like this with everyone. They recognize this within themselves that their inconsistency causes confusion. And I feel like, especially with the Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords, this person goes back and forth between multiple people. And again, it all has something to do with um, them not wanting to put all their eggs in one basket because of fear. It's fear-based energy. And so no matter what you do, right? No matter how much you love this person, no matter how much you give, I've repeated this before, but I want to make sure people understand. No matter how much you give, no matter how much you love this person, no matter how much attention you show them, it is not going to matter if they're in the devil. It's not going to matter. what ends up happening is that you're feeding that energy. When you give the person attention, when you give them time and they haven't gone through that transformational portal, you're actually feeding the devil and making it worse. It's not helping anything. So the only thing you can do is heal yourself, pull back your energy and focus on internal healing and begin to look outward for newer relationships and companionship if that's what you want. But with the 10 of swords and the king of cups, I feel like a lot of you have already disconnected from this person because you have learned this energy of toxicity and you recognize that this person isn't going to change for you, that they need to change for themselves, and they're not good for anybody until they go through that transformational portal. So I feel like with the 10 of swords and the king of cups, this person is beginning to feel the energy of you pulling them back, pulling away, or they know that it's over. You're not going to contact them. And even if this person reaches out, for some of you, you block them. And even if this person reaches out to you somehow, you're not going to be mean and disrespectful, but you're not interested in them romantically because this devil energy is too, it's the devil has this person in a chokehold and they really need to be healed. And sometimes it's just going to take certain interactions, maybe the lack of connection with you will ignite that transformation or awakening within this person for them to transform. All right, let's see. Tell me about this 10 of swords. Okay, what came out is the 8 of cups. See, emotional detachment, emotional unavailability, excuse me. So this is somebody walking away from a situation because it was just nothing there. It was dead. Tell me about the king of cups. Queen of cups, the emperor, 9 of cups. This person could be saying to themselves, well, you are my wish fulfillment. Okay, well, that might be the case, but this person is in the devil. It's not going to change until they change, no matter how they feel or what they think. It's internalized. So also I'm getting with the emperor and the 9 of cups. Some of you are going to be dating really soon. If you're not, and this is going to be for some of you, your wish fulfillment, or you could be going through another lesson with someone new, depending on what that lesson is. Okay. So we have the lovers here. So let me elaborate on that. When I say you met someone new, you could be going through a lesson. It depends on where you are at spiritually, if you are ready for a committed relationship, because I do have the emperor here. So the question that you would have to your that you should pose to yourself is, are you ready? Are you ready to be in a committed relationship? Are you ready for that higher state of commitment, which could possibly lead into marriage, children if you want them? That's the question that you should be asking yourself. If you know that you still need healing, if there's things within yourself that you know that you still need to transform, this new person that's coming around could be a part of that. Okay. And again, it's never negative or positive. When we go through transformations, we all go through them. When we go through these transformational portals and these ego deaths, it's to get us to evolve to a more perfect union with our higher consciousness, with ourselves, to make us better people. It has nothing to do with, oh my God, ancient said I'm about to go through another transformation. So that means that I'm not a good person. No, it's not about being good nor bad. It's just about you evolving and healing yourself so that you can be in balanced relationships. Okay. The most important relationship is the relationship with yourself. So we have 9 of cups and then we have the lovers here. So with the 9 of cups and the lovers, you have been in the past. I don't think that you have too much um stake in this, but in the past you have really looked for those long-term commitments and they just never worked out. But I feel like for some of you, this person resonates at the same emotional capacity as you. I feel like this is someone that's coming in that is emotionally available. They are going to express to you how they feel. And that's what you didn't get from that person that's in the devil in the Knight of Wands. That person wasn't expressive, but this individual is going to come in and tell you how they feel, what they want. And I see here that there's a possibility for you two to come into a strong connection that leads into marriage and children, if that's what you want. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a part 2. I'll see you over there. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.